Hello there. So, you would like to get to know more about a rather archaic law called the Clean Air Regulation 2014. Well, we made this video for the purpose of helping people just like you. We're here to explain more about this regulation and the do's and don'ts regarding it. We've noticed that even if most of you out there have tried reading and following the regulation as strictly as possible, many people have either misinterpreted some parts of the regulation or have a misconception of what to do at which point of time. Or you may have hired the wrong parties to help you with that. So here we would like to walk you through the full process. Let's take a look at an example. This is Ali and Hassan. Ali is the operation manager, while Hassan is the safety manager. They are given the task to install a lab fume hood within the company's factory for future chemical experiments. Now the hood has already been installed, and Ali now wishes to start installing a ventilation system for it. Hassan advises him to install the local exhaust ventilation system, also called the LEV system, and a carbon filter to ventilate the fume gas out from the hood. After installing both the LEV system and the filter, they wrote a letter of notification of the system to the Jabatan Alam Sekitar, or the DOE. Just for clarification, the DOE requires all factories to declare all hoods and chimneys present in it. If everything goes well, they can expect to proceed directly to the declaration process directly after they receive an Ambil Maklum letter, which is basically a letter of approval from the DOE. However, in this case, what they will receive is not an Ambil Maklum letter, but instead a Maklumat Tambahan letter, or a letter requesting additional information. This is as bad as having received a letter of rejection from the DOE. Alamak, how could this be? At this moment, Ali and Hassan start to realize that their design was incorrect, but not only that. Did you know that they have actually also done something illegal? While the flow of the project sounds perfectly fine, what Ali and Hassan failed to acknowledge is a rather complicated but nevertheless essential law called the Clean Air Regulation 2014. According to this regulation, whose full name is the Peraturan Kualiti Alam Sekeliling Udara Bersih 2014, Ali should not have installed the lab fume hood and the machinery, not to mention the LEV system and the carbon filter, before they notified the DOE about this installation process. Doing this breaks the Clean Air Regulation and is hence illegal. So, bearing in mind how complicated and time-consuming the application process can be, what should Ali and Hassan have done in order to follow the correct procedure? Firstly, they should engage in a third party that's recognized by the DOE to design the LEV system and the carbon filter for their lab fume hood. This third party is often in the form of a third-party consultant, and they will help you with designing the system such that it strictly follows the Clean Air Regulation. Then, the consultant will also help you explain and discuss your system design with the DOE throughout the written notification process. There are some benefits in seeking an officially recognized consultant. Firstly, in your design, the consultant will ensure that all the following criteria are fulfilled: the accepted rate of air ventilated out of the fume hood, the accepted air velocity within the air ducts, the recommended ventilating fan to use, the correct sampling port location, access method, and height of the chimney, as well as many other criteria to fulfill the Clean Air Regulation. Secondly, the consultant will help your company ensure that the cost of implementing a design that abides by the regulation be kept to a minimum. Furthermore, using the previous example where Ali and Hassan finished installing the system before the notification process, after their design was rejected by the DOE, they would need to engage in a recognized consultant to redesign the whole system anyway, which is definitely not worth the money, time, and energy. Thirdly, and most important of all, the consultant has more experience in dealing with the DOE, and so the DOE often deems work by a third-party consultant more reliable than anyone else. So, let's cut to Ali and Hassan's second attempt at the notification process. This time, they managed to receive the Ambil Maklum letter. Now they can start installing the system. Once it is done, the consultant will once again help to declare the system as it is built to the DOE. And if the DOE issues a written Declaration Ambil Maklum letter, then congratulations! The declaration process is complete. Now at this point you might be thinking, phew, I can finally stop worrying about this now. But no, not yet. After the declaration, Ali and Hassan will now need to monitor the system's performance through the performance monitoring equipment installed in the system. Sometimes the DOE will send out officers for spot checks to see if all factories are compliant by the clean air regulation. If they are not, the officer will issue a hefty fine or even shut down your whole production. So, worried that you might not be able to find a recognized consultant? Good news! We at DMAT Technical Sdn Bhd are willing to become your partner in dealing with the clean air regulation. We are an environment consultant officially recognized by the DOE since 2004, and we have many experiences in dealing with many clients such as yourself. With us, you can feel easy and relaxed without worrying about building the right system at the lowest cost, or when the DOE will come to you out of nowhere. No hefty fines, and your factory can go on with its everyday operations. In addition, we at DMAT Technical could also provide other design and submission services for various LEV systems as well as wastewater treatment systems. So what are you waiting for? Choose DMAT Technical Sdn Bhd now. Let us work together to create a cleaner future for a greener planet Earth. Your small step today is a big step in the future to save our world. Choose DMAT Technical Sdn Bhd now.